Okay, we are officially back. And as you can see, last time we did quite a lot of crap. We just made this a little bit better on the front end. And normally, if you have notes in the back end that tell you to completely change your code and it's awful, I would recommend that after you write the notes that tell you that you just automatically go and delete the comments and go ahead and fix it instead of just, if you can have something like this in your backend. Like if you catch yourself writing a comment like it is altered in the front end, but probably better to refactor it here. The less state the front end has, probably the better. If you catch yourself writing one of these comments, just drop what you're doing and fix it. Fix it along with some other data. County landing front end. And obviously Clar, because we finally fixed that part. So let's just go over here now. And as you guys, it's going to be involving a lot of cutting and pasting, county detail, jail, and probation. So, figure out where the hell I was. I think it was over here. We might as well use the same buttons. Use the same stuff for everything. Yeah, we're just going to use it. It's const react output. Don't even know why the hell I called it that. You know what? Nah, chat didn't make that. I made that. Yeah, I definitely... I don't know. React output. These things. And... there. And buttons. Once again, the buttons are probably... everything's probably defined the way it is. So, we just need to... it is already beautified. And don't cut. So it's going to be this one, I think. I mean, a lot of this is just it's basically like Python. You have to make sure where all these divs are all lined up. And you have to do that. And that. And that. And wonder why it didn't work. And that didn't work because, well, you need that and that. I have that and that. Actually, no, I don't have that and that. So, that and that. Good. So, one's done. And now we get the second one. And it's not going to be, yep. So it's that. And gradually you could figure out ways to make it slightly more efficient in copying and pasting, but at the same time, you and I both know it's really difficult to make it that much faster. So just beautify this again. And we could go on to copying and pasting. Good. Yeah, we got nothing, we got nothing, we got nothing, and we got stuff. Perfect. Yep, and we got these two things to where they are. So now we're just gonna get rid of this for real. And copy and paste this. Prison time. Jail time. And before we move on to the other one, we just need to figure out what incarceration, county details, jail. So prison times, good. Now it's going to be exactly the same setup. There has to be a faster way of good. And that. And this. Isn't this fun? Copying and pasting data with your good friend North Sentinel Island. And that. And finally that. So we got this scraped. And that can be put here. Once we figure this out, we could have a better header or something. Working headers once we get all that stuff. 163 you're complaining about. Good. We don't have one here. Weird. Okay, you're expecting a closing tag. I understand that. I just don't know where you're closing. We're expecting that to be. Where do we have these extra ones anyway? Alt Shift F. Sometimes low. Obviously, Alt Shift F doesn't work, especially if this is here. Just a magic game of trying to figure out where the parentheses are, but I don't know. As you can guess, there's a far better person. There's a program far better at this than I am. I can actually be quicker to find where the parenthesis is anyway. I mean, I'm probably still going to be playing with it. Where is the missing brace or parentheses? Where is this missing block? I'm actually kind of curious about this. Okay, this is incorrectly placed. So this is a problem when we have millions of these things. And probably someone figured that out. So let's get rid of you. And chat was apparently right. My only thought was I probably just... maybe I automatically just made a div. I don't know what the hell I did. But let's just go back to where we started. Copy. Scroll down. Paste. And paste. And paste. And paste. And paste. Pasting's a lot of fun. I prefer it compared to other tasks in life. And now that we've probably got this data the way it's supposed to be, let's just see what we're dealing with. There, everything's all mangled, but I guess we'll roll it. 2 1 1 2 2 2. Yeah, it's different data. No, it's definitely different data, I think. Actually, no, it is the same freaking data. Isn't this just lovely? Because remember, all these things are different. It's not total cases here. You should know that. And you're gonna have to sit here and watch me alter all this data, basically punishing myself for me doing terrible things. Still don't know why I can't. Let's make this thing do. Okay, so you have to play that magic game of fit everything into one monitor. Okay. Candidate details, incarceration, 012, 012, 01, and 2. No. Well, that's good. Candidate details, jail. No, they are different. Candidate details, incarceration. Yeah. So this part I did right. I just have to change all the parts. Should have known that. Yeah. Years. Dot county, total cases, years. Total cases, days. Knew something was off. Average incarceration, days. There's never a 111. And there's an error because we didn't do that. So you're going to complain. Days. Get data, standard deviation, standard days. Copy and paste you. County, total cases, days. Average incarceration days. People might say it's wonder if there is some OCD person that figured out what's faster to copy and paste everything, or just delete a little bit. Because I think it's just copying and pasting it might be better because, well, because whenever I accidentally deleted that curly before, and I deleted one again. Sentence days. Good. Now we're moving on to probation. These, I think everything is slightly different. County, total cases. Average probation year. Standard deviation. Probation year. And we don't have to, yep, total probation year instances. Average probation year. Okay, good. Not confused year with the incarceration in the beginning. Whoopsie doodle. Standard deviation, probation year. County, total probation year instances. Average incarceration year. Not that. Average probation year. Okay, good. This one's good because it's all probations. This one's good except this one because average probation year. Average sentence length. Total probation year instances. Average probation year. Standard deviation probation year. Okay, so we got this part taken care of. See what this looks like. Gloucester, Bergen, Monmouth. As you can see, things are kind of flippy-floppy, which is good. Bourne, Gloucester, Gloucester. Yeah, Bergen gets 1.5. But yeah, some of this, I mean, the data is not completely scraped yet, so I can't really make any inferences. I'm just making sure that this actual information just looks proper. And just wondering what happened to Spotlight Bottom. There we go. Is this the only class that I have for this crap? And as you see, at least for probation, there isn't any second div either. Yeah, there's a second div up here for this one. I mean, for the other ones. So you need a div. Might as well give you my class name. Copy this, scroll you down. And Alt Shift F. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we're good to go. These things are flopping too, just because this Atlantic. Okay, good. Yeah, some are flopping around. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is somewhat successful. My only other thought is just to add a little thing. So some sort of wording up here. Into spotlight bottom. So in this case we have title fence. I know we could get it like a separate class name that changes the class name based on probably whatever is going to be the use state. But at the same time, I'm just thinking of having a second one here just to let people make sure they know the difference between the three of them. So we're just going to have a second div here. Making an H2. Greater than 1 year. Copy. And yeah, it needs to be above the other stuff. We can always mess with this later on. Of course, jail sentencing. Less than 1 year. So what did I do here? Okay, good. And then backslash H2. What's wrong? What did I do wrong? So you allow I think it's just a reserved. Greater than 1 year. So you learned something. I mean, they have to have like an F literal for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that term is. But do I want that there? Actually, retrospectively, it kind of looks ugly. Greater than 1 year. And here, H2. Greater than 1 year. Good. You see, this is why most sentences occur here, Ocean County. That is a whopping bullshit. One sentence, but you have three sentences here. So something screwed up here. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Total cases year. Yeah, something on the back end is screwing this up. Total cases Ds. Okay, so these are the three things for that. These are the things for the second ones. That's what happens when you just tell the AI to do something, and they jack it up. So like that's just like pretty much when everyone says AI is not going to come for people's jobs. I mean, eventually it is. But remember, it did like in a fraction of a second what it would took me like a couple days to do. Not days, but... So let's just look through this again and figure out what the hell it did wrong. Random record. Okay. Good offense from the random record. Okay, good. So far, we're doing good. Hope you're fulfilling that promise. We're just getting rid of anything null. Max record. Problem is that I don't really see where the problem is in this. Apologize for not talking. Record.totalcases.year. I mean, I would have typed these things out as for loops because they're just easier to decipher. Average incarceration days. Total cases year. I just wanted to practice these things again. Because as you guessed, I think that's what I typed into right. Total cases year. There we go. Houston, I think we fixed this. 878. As you guess, it was a capital letter. And these things might be off because of capital letters as well, but before we do that, no, because we have to. Seen it before, like it can be the same one. Here it's the same one, so it's not that big of a deal. .103, and we got 103. to make sure all these things are just where they're supposed to be. Let's just total cases days. This obviously needs to be capitalized. So ooh, we need to be capitalized. Again, I mean, it's the problem is that so many times you're going to have a false error. Like, it's going to turn out true just because of this. I mean, the only way to do this is just like, I mean, if you just hit the reset button like a couple dozen times, and it's right each time, usually you're going to assume that it's right, and then the problem, I mean, I'm just going to assume it's fixed now. I mean, I could always write some mocha test or something, but for some like hobby project like this, it's a little out there, but probably was that second, might have been that second average total cases D's. I'm just hoping it was that second capital letter that wasn't missing. Average incarceration days. Okay, we're good there. Total probation year. Instances. Average probation year. That part's good. Okay, so I mean, I think it was just that capital letter. Total probation year. I mean, these instances. I'm just going to spell this out to avoid shooting myself in the foot if this is ever wrong. Total cases days. This is okay. I'm just changing that variable so I don't get screwed up in the future. And see what we got. See, we're screwed up again. 9 and 8. And then 9 and 8. Forgot where the hell we did that wrong. Total probation year instances. Probation. One and two. .7. Yeah, it's the most lenient, but these numbers are all screwed up. So let's just try this again. Let's tell these people to fix this. I'm thinking it's logic error-wise. I just don't know where the hell this. Let's go ahead and try to figure this out here. Delete this crap. I could just copy and paste this. And I really hope it. Okay, good. We still had the. Yeah, I didn't do a refresh. Total probation year instances. Ooh. Next, it could possibly explain it. I just don't understand this. I mean, it's because as you can see, I'm not really sure if this makes any sense or not. Because we're already doing this null part up here. But yeah, if just anyone that hasn't played with it before, occasionally and stuff like this, it'll screw up, and then more often than not, actually be able to fix itself. My only other thought is just to write this code out myself. Because I have no problem just typing it out myself. It's just obviously a lot quicker to do it this way. Here it's, yeah, I mean, it's good again. 833, 811, 833, 813, 111, 111, 111, 722, 732, 7. Like it wins. More often than not, it's going to win. Mm-hmm. 22, 14, 5. I'm fairly confident that it, I mean, can I sleep with this comfortably? Not really. Am I going to live with it? Yes. I mean, I'm just going to have to type that up myself just to make sure it's 1% foolproof, but the only other thought is that my eyes were wrong. No, when I saw that code, the code was fine because I already dealt with the nulls. It yanked them out of the array before we even had a chance. Still don't know. I mean, if it's going to do that, I mean, it's... My only other thought is that I wrote that, like, maybe I was seeing things. Because I'm like 100% certain this is... It gets rid of the nulls. Here it's starting with those, and it makes sense. For like the max, usually you put down like negative infinity, so that way it's all automatically going to at least the first time around, because then it's just simply added like a second param that it could be in, but I guess I'm okay with this. I'll live. Still, I just don't know what the hell I did. I mean, for the time being, I think it's fine. It's just... This off screen, I'm probably just going to just go ahead and just rewrite this in for loops, just for no other reason than sometimes just typing it out yourself sometimes helps. Possibly suspect, but I mean, we did this. Yeah, it's never different. And try this again. Maybe it refreshed. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and just declare this clar. I mean, I think I just might as well just go and do it. The only way, I mean, it's... Please see backend. I mean, my only thought is just like that there's no point. I mean, there's no point really in having to fix it for the time being. Just add it. I'm just going to go ahead and call it a night. I mean, join with me tomorrow. We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. And after that, basically, you just have to... I mean, once I have this launched, maybe we could figure out... I mean, I'll do another one telling you how I'm actually scraping the data, so at least that way you kind of know what I'm up against. Thank you. This is North Sentinel Island signing out, but overall, next time, we'll just finish these things, finish this front end section, and then we'll just begin figuring out ways to scrape more of that data.